over and over again. We can never experience personal growth. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. All right? So for me, it was to attend the U.S. Army Airborne School, and it was uncomfortable. 4:30 a.m. up, 5 a.m. in a PT pit, and I didn't know if I was going to have what it took to finish the course, because at the end of every hour of physical training, we had to do a 3-mile run. Now, a 3-mile run is nothing, right? Right. But these 3-mile runs had to be done at 7-minute mile pace. And if you look at my body, you'll notice I'm not exactly built like Usain Bolt or a Kenyan marathoner. 7-minute mile was brutal, but I got through it. 2 weeks of hell, followed by a week of heaven. And what you're seeing there on that slide is an Army paratrooper with a full, beautiful canopy of silk, and you're floating down, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, my service came with a sacrifice, as a lot of it does. After airborne school, I went from Georgia, and I drove home to New York for 5 days of leave to spend with my parents and a girl from Stony Point named Katie. Here comes the sacrifice. I had 5 days to try to convince Katie to continue a long-distance relationship, and she said no. Broken heart. You know how you get over a broken heart? In the words of Horace Greeley, go west, young man. I hopped in my car and drove from New York to Seattle, listening to bad country music, missing Katie, missing home. And you know what changed my life? Rapid City, South Dakota. I checked into the Holiday Inn and said, are there any tourist attractions here? And the lady at the desk said, are you kidding me? Drive 20 minutes to Mount Rushmore. So I did. And I stood at the base of Mount Rushmore, and I looked up at those faces, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt, and said, oh my God, I'm on the adventure of a lifetime. Truly. And I stopped looking in the rearview mirror for Katie, and I started looking forward. And I drove through Montana, and I realized, my God, I'm a kid from Stony Point, and here I am on the Great Plains, where 200 years before me, the great Sioux nations roamed freely, chasing the herds of buffalo, and here I was on that same ground. And I realized I was on the adventure of a lifetime. And then, through the beautiful Crystal Mountain ranges of eastern Washington, through Mount Rainier, and then it opens up the Puget Sound and the Space Needle, and again, on the adventure of a lifetime. And through the next 2 years, on my weekends, when I wasn't busy doing mission in Tacoma, I traveled from Vancouver down to Los Angeles and spent a week out in Hawaii, the adventure of a lifetime. And when things got too cushy, I had another opportunity. Next slide, please.